And a bit of theater in the skies yesterday, and the show you saw depended really
on where you are.
On where you were.
And folks' opinion of the storm really depended on where they were. You know, if you're along the Connecticut shoreline, you're saying, what storm? I got a lot of rain. And if you're in northwestern areas, you're saying, hang on, here's where the snow was. 18 inches of snow fell in northwestern Connecticut and portions of that area, and along the Connecticut shoreline, 0. So we forecasted 0 to 18, and that is what we saw. All right, satellite and radar now currently showing that we have a couple of snow showers in the state currently, especially in eastern areas, but a lot of us are above freezing this morning. There are a couple of towns that are below freezing, so certainly want to be careful of some slick spots, but I don't think this is a widespread issue. At 32 degrees in Vernon, so areas there, 31 in Tolland, but it's about 32 degrees in Hebron, 34 in Newington, it's 31 degrees in Southington, 40 degrees though along the Connecticut shoreline in New Haven, 37 in East Haven, and 35 in Guilford. 31 degrees over in Torrington. So definitely want to be mindful of any slick spots out on the roads. Northwest wind currently 10 to 20. These are our sustained wind speeds, gusts near 35 miles per hour in Waterbury. So yeah, it's breezy and it's making things feel like the 20s and the low 30s out there this morning. So certainly want to dress for that. Some partial clearing expected this afternoon. We remain breezy with 10 to 20 gust potential, 40 to 45. So that's going to be a breezy day today with high temperatures climbing into the upper 30s to low 40s, but you certainly want to dress for the 30s and 20s throughout the day today. We'll have a full update on your hour by hour coming up in just a bit. Let's get a check out on those roads. Lauren, good morning.
Good morning to you, Rach. Good morning, everyone.
Hey, I forgot to send in the picture, so my apologies, but yesterday I was on storm duty and I'm in Chester just, knocking on random doors looking for people with snow days.
That is so Keith.
Fifth grader Jalen from Doolittle Elementary School. I'm knocking on the door, and in the house I can see we are on this giant TV screen. So they opened the door, and all of a sudden this face from that TV, it was just like all in the same place at the same time. They were so surprised, the Rodriguez family. They were so much fun. They had us in. Jalen came out and did the live shot with us, so kudos to them.
Yeah, that sounds
but they're
fun.
like, you're the, and I'm like, yes, happy snow day.
They're like, hang on a second, you were just on my TV screen a couple of hours or so ago, and now you're here. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so I am loving seeing what folks are doing with this type of snow. It's that really good type of snow where you can make snowballs, snow angels, snowmen, whatever you kind of want. Take a look at this sculpture.
Wow.
I called it a sculpture.
It is a sculpture.
Look at that. Isn't that amazing? John and Daniela, they even spray painted the snow in East Haven.
Well, that answers my question.
Yeah, really cool. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, I love
That's great.
I'm going to steal that for the buzz.
Yeah, you should. Hey, I'll pass it along to you. I'll forward it
How
to your
many buzz
inbox.
bucks does it cost?
All right, so it's going to be a windy day today. Windy weather with temperatures that'll be in the 30s for the afternoon, but it's going to feel like the 20s and the low 30s this afternoon too. Up near 50 for Thursday. It's warmer for Friday, but a chance for showers Friday night. So we're pretty mild. In addition to that, there could be a couple slippery spots out on the roads this morning. And we have a couple of snow showers in the state. And zooming out to the bigger picture, there's this area of low pressure continuing to pull away. As it does so, those snow showers will pull away with it. But in the meantime, we do have a couple of areas where a lot of this is not sticking to the ground. Our temperatures, again, just like yesterday, are just not cold enough. So over towards Plainfield this morning, 395, looking at a couple of snow showers towards Wallingford. You may see some flakes flying. Not a big deal, but definitely want to be mindful of any icy spots today. 37 degrees right now in Hartford. Winds out of the west to northwest. It's 13 miles per hour. 34 right now in Chester, so most of us are above freezing. There are a couple of spots though towards northwestern Connecticut and over towards about the Tolland area, towards Vernon this morning. Also looking at temperatures that are possibly a couple of degrees shy of that freezing point. 33 degrees in Waterbury. It's 40 degrees right now in New Haven. It feels like the 20s and 30s, so very chilly conditions out there with the winds 10 to about 20 miles per hour and gusts towards about 30 to even 35 miles per hour in Waterbury this morning. So definitely a wind chill factor today. You'll see throughout the day there is that potential for gusts 40 to 45 miles per hour, and there could be a few more isolated power outages, especially in northwestern areas today with that heavy wet snow that is weighing down trees and power lines. Those winds are expected to diminish ahead ahead of Thursday afternoon. Wind chill values today, 20s and low 30s this afternoon, and those snow showers out there will make way for partially clearing skies this afternoon. You'll notice that towards central and western Connecticut, there may be a bit more in the way of sunshine than eastern Connecticut today. Overnight tonight, we'll clear things out. Tomorrow, variable cloud coverage is expected and high temperatures climb into the upper 40s to right around that 50-degree mark. So 36 to about 45 degrees today, but it will be a chilly day. Dress for the 20s and 30s. Partly cloudy tonight, temperatures down into the 30s and 20s. And then for the day tomorrow, it's overall a pleasant day with temperatures in the upper 40s to right around that 50-degree mark towards the afternoon. It's a dry day for your Friday, but we bring a rising chance towards the evening overnight for some lingering snow, or I should say rain showers rather, heading into Saturday morning. So there may be a couple of rain showers out there for Saturday morning. Not a big deal though. Clears things out.
Good morning, you and Matt. But B, the folks at home who respond with all kinds of great information.
Absolutely. I mean, we largely get by with those, the help from folks out there. We know what's going on in certain areas, but it's really helpful to get those photos and videos and just to kind of get an eyewitness account, But otherwise, right now, we are dealing with a couple of slippery spots in addition to some flurries out there. Most of us are above freezing. There are a couple of towns that are below freezing, so certainly want to be mindful of that this morning. It's 37 right now in Manchester, but over towards Tolland and Vernon, it's 31 to about 32 degrees, 33 in Canton, about 36 right now over in Meriden. It's about 40 degrees in New Haven. It's 36 in East Haven, 38 degrees over in Groton, New London. Our wind speeds are currently up northwest 10 to about 20 miles per hour, and taking a look at our gusts, 35 miles per hour. So it's feeling like the 20s for much of the morning, and it'll feel like the low 30s despite our high temperature today. So it's a breezy day with gust potential 35 to even 40 miles per hour. And again, want to be mindful of that this morning with some partially clearing skies expected this afternoon. Clouds may linger in eastern Connecticut a little bit longer than western and central areas. We'll detail out where we go from here. We'll walk you through that hour-by-hour forecast coming up in just a bit. Let's get a check out on those roads. Lauren, good morning.
Good morning to you, Rach. Good morning, everyone.
Not uncommon, my 6 years living in Burlington. Snow, I mean, these folks are hardy. People will be skiing down the street.
Absolutely.
They'd be hoofing it to work,
I'm sure in Vermont and over in those areas where those ski resorts are, but it's a welcome to March snow.
Very exciting.
Yeah,
yes.
Very exciting stuff. For us here locally, I mean, northwestern areas, that's where we saw the highest snowfall totals, 18 inches of snow over in Heartland, and it was very heavy, wet snow, very hard to move. North Granby, 15 inches of snow. Simsbury, about 10 inches. And from there, Stafford, about 8 inches. Middlebury, 4.5. And then from Vernon, about 3 inches. And along the Connecticut shoreline and eastern areas, really saw little to nothing in terms of accumulation. But we did get that change over to snow. It was just too warm along the shoreline for anything really to accumulate. Right now, a couple of snow showers that are out there lingering from this area of low pressure that continues to pull away from our region. There may be some lingering snow showers out there through the morning commute, but I think give it a couple of hours and this will continue to taper off. But towards about Killingly and over into Ashford, Putnam this morning, dealing with a couple of flakes, as well as in the capital city, Rocky Hill, really not amounting to much this morning. Over in Hartford, you can see really fine flakes, if anything, 37 degrees, winds out of the west northwest, about 13 miles per hour. Some of our temperatures this morning are below freezing. So that Tolland, Vernon area along 84, there's a couple of towns that are around 31 to 32 degrees. So hovering around that freezing point. Torrington about 30 degrees, 33 in New Milford. I think the winds are helping dry out some of those roadways, but certainly want to be mindful of any slick spots this morning. 33 degrees in Norwich, it's 38 in Groton, New London. Wind speeds are up, so that means our wind chills are down 20 to about 30 degrees, depending on where you are, is what it feels like. So these are the numbers that you want to dress for this morning. Winds currently northwest 10 to 20 miles per hour. Gusts higher than that, upwards of about 35 miles per hour in the Waterbury area. And it will remain breezy through the day today. We could see potential gusts 35 to even 40 miles per hour throughout the afternoon. So definitely some scattered power outages still on the table, especially for northwestern areas where you have those trees and wires that are weighed down by that heavy wet snow. Overnight tonight, those winds will diminish heading through the day on on Thursday, it's overall mild. So these are the numbers you want to dress for today. The 20s and the low 30s this afternoon with that wind chill factor, partially clearing skies expected. Later on today, I think eastern areas may hang on to the cloud coverage a little bit longer than central and western areas where they may break for a bit more in the way of sunshine this afternoon. Overall, though, tonight it's partly cloudy. Tomorrow, heading through the day, variable cloud coverage is expected, diminishing wind and high temperatures climbing into the upper 40s and low 50s. So a lot of melting happening tomorrow, too. 35 to about 45 degrees, but it is a chilly 40-degree day. Tonight down into the 20s and 30s. And then for the day on Tuesday, here's a look at those high temperatures, upper 40s and low 50s. Take a look at Friday. Although we'll have clouds around for much of the afternoon, temperatures will soar into the low to mid 50s. So definitely going to be a melting day. And then overnight, temperatures will be in the 40s with a chance for some